Hey guys! Let's make some cakes. Period. So this is a cake that we'll be doing today. It is a frozen cake and I want to just show you guys exactly how easy it is to actually decorate this cake. So let's get right into it. Well, okay, we're going to go ahead and first start with filling our cakes with our desired frosting. And if you guys have been following me thus far, you know exactly what I mean when I say after we fill our cakes, we're going to go ahead and start with our crumb coat. But while we're filling our cake, we want to make sure we use a piping bag. For me, this really works, and I think if you're a beginner, this will absolutely work for you to use a piping bag to apply your icing. This helps your icing be a little bit more even, so you can do less movements with your hand if you need it. So after we fill our cake with our desired frosting, we're going to go ahead and top it off with our second layer. And then now our crumb coating process begins. With our crumb coating process, we're going to make sure that we use a frosting that's a little bit more, has a little bit more liquid added to it so that it can be a lot more pliable onto our cake. That's going to help seal in all of those crumbs. Now with this cake, it's a frozen cake, so there's going to be a couple of different colors of blue, the ombre effect, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. So you want to use two different colors or three different colors, and wherever you want those colors on your cake, that's where you're going to be piping. After you pipe those colors onto your cake, you can smooth it out just a bit, not too much because you don't want the colors to mix too much. So after you smooth it out just a bit, you're going to go ahead and smooth it out with your cake scraper. First, we'll be using our offset spatula, then we'll be using our cake scraper to kind of just smooth it on out and make it look a lot more smoother. And you don't want to do that too much because then again it could also blend your colors in, so you want to kind of be a little limited with the smoothing process. So now we're going to go ahead and finish off with those edges. One thing I know about this client is her daughter does love Elsa and Frozen. So this is the reason why she went with this cake. And this client also is a person that loves to go above and beyond for her community. She does so much for our community, so much for the youth. I absolutely love her. She has workshops and does all types of different things throughout the summer. It's a part of her nonprofit, and I think that is absolutely amazing. We don't have a lot of people that really likes to cater to the youth these days, but she does, and she does an outstanding job while doing it. So I want to make sure that this cake is super special for her and her daughter because she always makes things super special for others. And she absolutely asked me to do the stars because it's part of the cake. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm adding the stars using this star cake cutter that I got off of Amazon. It was very, very affordable. You guys can get this cutter off of Amazon. I'm going to leave a link, an affiliate link to this cutter in my description box if you guys would like to purchase it from Amazon. I had a couple of different sizes. So in the packet came with a couple of different sizes of stars. So I used those different sizes. Now once I finished cutting out my stars, first, I needed my fondant. So you want to make sure you knead your fondant really well. That makes it a lot more easy to cut and pliable and easy to roll out. So once I finished cutting my stars, I placed them on a cake board with plastic that makes sure that your fondant is still soft. It doesn't get hard because if you set your fondant out, and I'm using satin ice fondant, if you set your fondant out and it starts getting air, it starts to harden up and it'll be hard for you to apply it to your cake to where it's flexible and still soft. So that's why I place it on a board with plastic wrap because this will preserve your fondant and it keeps it soft so you can easily apply it to your cake or apply it to any pastries that you'll be doing. A lot of people think fondant is very hard to work with or afraid to do it, but it's really, really easy once you get the hang of it. So I placed stars in no specific area on the cake, just in places where I thought that it looked really nice. And I went in with some edible sugar beads with some larger ones and some smaller ones just to give it that little effect that's easy on the eyes, and I think that that worked really well with this cake. Lastly, I started placing my border. So I just used 1M star tip, which is one of my favorite tips, and I just moved my hand around in a circular motion while squeezing on the piping bag, which is super, super easy as well. Then I followed up with spraying the cake down with some edible glitter, and I think that was really pretty on the cake. And here you go. Lastly, I followed it up with the topper that I created on Canva. And I had so much fun making this cake. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will definitely catch you next time. See you in the next tutorial.